Hey everyone, so right here I have my 2021 YZ 250X two-stroke. Now I got this bike brand new, straight from the dealership, and shortly after I got it I was doing some work moving one of these big old motors. I believe it was actually, let me show you. It was this motor here. I was taking it out of another bike that was pretty much exactly like this one, just very highly modified. So I was taking the motor out, and not in this workshop. It was in a very small shed, very cramped. So the way I was taking it out messed up my shoulder. So anyhow, it was this shoulder right here. So anyhow, my mom, she's like, oh, you need to go to the hospital. Oh, you need to have surgery done. I was like, Ma, I don't need surgery. I don't need all this, going to the hospital and all that. All right, see, me, I don't like hospitals. Every time I go to a hospital, I come out with something else. I don't, some kind of illness, a cold, strep throat. Something. It's always something. Always come out with something else. She's talking about me going to have surgery done. Shoot. I ain't gonna have no darn surgery done. Check this out. Let me show you here. See? My arm's a hell of a lot better. My shoulder, much better. And then trigger finger. This one here, don't have that problem no more. Talking about wanting to have me go to the hospital and have the doctors cut me open and fix that. I was like, you know what? I got a better idea. I'm just going to leave it be and just ride it out. So I did. And it's better now. Don't know how it got better. Don't know if it even gets better, but it did. Same thing with my shoulder. It got better too. So, I haven't been able to ride this bike for a while. It's been several months. Now that my arm's better, it's like, well, shoot, I'm going to go ahead and take it out, cruise it around the property. Now, it's been about a good 10 years since I've been on a YZ 250. Two-stroke, of course. It's been about 10 years. And I just had to have one, Now, that YZ 250 belonged to my friend. He passed away, a few years back. Don't know exactly what happened. Family's kind of hush-hush about it, so I was like, okay. So anyhow, I've been trying to get one ever since, I took a ride on his. And now I got one. I sure do. So, I know this here has a little bit more power than what I need. And there's no doubt about that. So, anyhow, what I've done to it so far, I've got the exhaust pipe guard, or the pipe guard, handlebars, the hand guards for the handlebars, which I had to modify a little bit to get them to work on this bike. Now I'm going to be changing these out. Even though they're like think it got ripped off on those ones, you know. They're like about $100 for the set, you know. The hardware and all that, about $100. So anyhow, I'm not too fond of this, even though this here is not bad, but I've heard some stories about them. People getting their hands caught, and you know, it's like, well, but I do like the open ones without this piece right here. I just like them coming out, and you know, this here being open. Now this here would normally have a knob on it. I hate those knobs. I hate them with a passion. You know, I use 2 to 3 fingers max. 2 to 3 fingers. Usually 2. Same thing over here. I took those off. You know, I don't like them. I do a lot of metal fabrication, stuff like that. I ain't no pro at it, but I could hold my own to some degree, you know, with the tools that I have. So took those off, sanded it down real nice, polished it. It's super smooth. I prefer it like that. Same thing with the handlebars. You know, the handlebars were really long. They came out to about here. You know, they're really long. Now, I got this bike for trail riding. And when you're doing trail riding, you don't want those handlebars sticking way out. I know it's got better steering, better handling, but you know what? You know, you also have a chance of clipping a branch a lot more. There's a lot more chance of that. And I learned that from doing mountain biking for about close to 15-20 years, doing very, very fast, you know, mountain biking, in some cases downhill mountain biking, and I was getting some good speed on downhill mountain bike. However, you clip a branch, you clip a rock, and you're going to be in a world of pain. So I always kept them a little bit shorter, and I got used to it. Having them way out there, I can't stand that. You know, I'm used to steering with something a little bit shorter, so I made them shorter. You know, now that's when I did that. That's when I had to modify this bar. Now this bar here, it's okay. You know, but I don't like that. You know, and I had to tweak the bar and bring it in because it's set up to be further out. So I had to trim it, re-drill it. Where was that spot? Right over here. Right there. I had to trim it because it is out further. Trim it, re-drill the hole, remount it. Works just fine, but like I said, I prefer the ones without this here. Yeah, sure, this is stronger and all that, but still at the same time, you know, you wreck, and the wreck can be a hell of a lot worse with this here on there. But everyone wrecks. It doesn't matter who you are, everyone wrecks. You could be the best rider in the world, and eventually you will wreck. That's just the way it is. It happens to everyone. It happened to me. You know, you know, when I took this out right before I messed up my arm, I took it out, and out here on the property, we got a lot of soft sand. You know, it's desert sand. And that tire hit a soft spot, and it just dug right in. When I went to turn, and the bike went boop. So I was like, well then. It happens to everyone. So back to what else I've done, right? I got these straps here. Put these on. Good to have. And then of course over here I got this one here, giant loop. Got the front one here. Might be a little bit tight on there. I might have to. Oh no. Okay, yeah. All right. It's just a little bit down. So got that on there. Got my phone holder mount. The push the kill button. Didn't really care for that because I was always forgetting to turn it on because it's one of those on-off switches. I kept on forgetting to turn it on. So I'm over here kicking in, looking around like, what on earth? And the whole time it was off. I fixed that problem. Let's see. Down here, I got this cover. It's billet aluminum. Got a spacer because inside I'm running a flywheel weight. I believe it's a 14 ounce, I believe. 13 or 14. Either way. So it's basically for low RPMs, you know, to help keep it from stalling out. I've been playing around with it to see exactly how low of RPMs, you know, I can get it to go before it stalls. I tell you, well, it depends. Flat ground, I can get it really, really low. I mean, just a tiny bit of snailing, you know, and then, of course, going at an incline going up, no, it's a little bit different, you know. The incline, you have to rev it a little bit more, obviously. And then, coming over here, I have a tachometer set up right here. I installed that. I'm not exactly sure how well it works yet, because you know, I installed this right after I messed up my arm. So I installed it, and you know, I just let the bike sit for a while and forgot that it was on there. I just noticed it. I was like, oh, wait a minute, you know, I installed that too. Okay, yeah, all right. So yeah, I'll have to check to see how well it works. Maybe do some adjustments. Basically up under here, probably can't see it, but up under here, the wire for the tachometer is curled around the spark plug up under here. It's really dark up under there, so, but yeah, if you look right up in here, there's, well, you can't really see it too well up in there either. Right there, see that wire right there? That thin one is a tachometer. The larger one is a spark plug. And then it gets really, really big. That's the wire wrapped around it. Yep, so that's what I've done with this bike so far. I definitely plan on doing a few extra things to it. I'd like to get some graphic decals. This bike, it comes with this, and that's about it. It comes with that, and that's it. So I'd like to get some decals for it, you know, spruce it up a little bit more. Change these out. These are okay, but I like to change those out. I was thinking of some levers, but these here seem to be working all right. I don't seem to have any complaints with them yet, so I'll leave those be. Probably some like the guards. They're a plastic, and this, oops, there we go. This one here. I kind of like the billet aluminum, but have to think about that one. I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. I was thinking about electric start, maybe next year. I need to get used to riding it like this, kick-starting it and all that. And maybe next year I can look into electric start. It'd be roughly about $1,550, give or take a little. That's for the whole kit, and it's easy to install. It really is. And there's YouTube videos on how to do it as well. So yeah, this here I'm working on getting used to riding. Got a ton of power. I like it. I've always liked these 252 strokes. They're just amazing. So there we go. I want to show you guys what I've been up to with this bike. This bike here, I have some stuff coming in for it. We'll discuss, and I'll do another video on this one later, and keep you guys updated on what I'm doing. I do have the torque converter on it. We'll talk about it later. This video's on this here. So there we go. Want to show you guys, like, subscribe, leave a comment if you want. I'd appreciate it, and I'll talk to you all later.